Hello everyone, it's Ben here, and I'm going to talk about something, it's basically like an old channel for that. Yes, I'm going to talk about Playhouse Disney. So this is what it looks like in the 1990s, in the late 1990s. So these are the main presenters, Dave and Alex, and I'm going to talk about some of the other presenters, well, along with those two for that. So first of all, I'm going to talk about Big Dave, yes, or otherwise known as Dave Benson Phillips. He's a children's TV legend, such as in the other TV shows like Get Your Own Back and Fun Song Factory and Playdays. So I'm going to talk about him. So he did some funny things for that, like this one. He's getting close to that camera there, making like a silly face. And he's doing the Mickey Mouse ears, just what he did on the theme tune. So it's a thumbs up for him. Well, he's been like Postman Dave for that. And then he's going down two slides in the beanstalk. One is going to bite size, and the other one is going down into the main set for the theme tune. And then he did Music Time, which he appeared a lot of them in the Disney songs, including The Bare Necessities, Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, and It's a Small World. Wow-wee, that is quite a lot, isn't it? The next one I'm going to talk about is Little Alex, well, otherwise known as Alex Lovell. That's like pointing at you for that. She's the other main presenter, by the way. And then it's a thumbs up for her. But then she did some the other things that sounded a bit funny or weird. Like this one. She is hugging to that viewer watching the TV, but for the making, she's hugging the camera. And she did another one with Dave joining in too, with a group hug for that, with one hand. And there is something that I didn't really know about, is Alex's hair. She's dyeing to blonde. Wow-wee. And then she appeared in Music Time, but for once for that. But the song is called Zippity Doo Dah, because the children might give you some clues for that. There we go. That's what it looks like for that. The next person I'm going to talk about is Jason Cannon Anthony. He always just wears the yellow shirt for that. But he presents Circle Time with some of the children doing things on the Circle Time. Like this, for example. Like the house made out of sweets. And then Jason is eating those sweets for that he stole it. And then it later rebranded to The Circle, where Jason and the children drawing or writing some of those things. The next person I'm going to talk about is Sarah Louise Harper. She presents Art Play in Playhouse Disney, but something different about this. It's the seats, where she sits over here behind that window, and that one, where she's not behind the window, but right next to that window for that. But and there's the children, of course. And then she permanently left back in 2002, where she was pregnant for that, and she was replaced by Olivia Bonsony. I don't know, I pronounced the last name right. So she was here with the puppet named Splodge, which he has glasses for that, but I'll talk more of the puppets later. But the only song that I know is this lullaby where Splodge is about to go to sleep for this. The next person I'm going to talk about is the Playhouse Postman, which is played by Phil Gallagher, you know as Mr. Maker. So he goes to the garden, and then he shows the letters to either Dave or Alex, whatever. And then he goes to the door, and then each presenter counts the letters are in the letterbox for that. So that's what it was. Then it's not just the postman, he plays the other character. It's Mini Jack, the Jack in the Box. Oh yes, the smallest character over there, which Dave talks to him for that. Right, moving on to puppets now, which I've already mentioned about Splodge. Now I'm going to talk about Mitzi. She's from Bite Size, and Dave is a cook for that. That he wears a dark orange shirt for that with an apron and a hat, and then he changed to a light orange polo shirt with without an apron, and then the chef's hat, which it has his name in it. And then it had a canned studio audience sounds like the round of applause one for that. The next one I'm going to talk about is Victoria Sponge, which is it has the birthday cake there. But she always sings the song called "If Today Is Your Birthday." That's the only song that is played for that, with Dave and Alex joined in dancing around. The voices for this one is Michael Omer, don't know how I pronounced that right. And then later it rebranded with a new look for Victoria Sponge. But this time Dave voiced it. But back in 2003, the segment was removed. And finally, not actually like a puppet, it's an animal for that, or pet, whatever. It's Mickey the Mouse. Yes, the white mouse for that. Can we get closer, please? There we go. So, well, without the face in it there. Look at that room. It looks very good, doesn't it? With the bed and the food, whatever. There. Quite same thing to the main Playhouse Disney studio. So, that's about it for that, I think, about this one. Not sure if I missed out or anything for that, because like a lot of unseen footages for that, like if you've seen on TV years ago. So yeah, thanks for watching, and ta-ta.